Hey there, everybody. Thomas with Basecamp Trading. It is Tuesday, December 19th, and we're going to take a look at a setup from this morning's trade room that played out perfectly, and that was in bonds, and they just broke and took off like a rocket, and they have never looked back. Now, we've talked about this several times here over the past couple of weeks, identifying high probability breakout trades and how you know whether or not a support or resistance break has a high probability of running when it breaks and actually triggers to get you into the trade. And here's an example of, once again, this type of setup playing out. And the number one thing we look for, remember, is we want to have a lot of, or several, more than two or more, I should say, tests of that support resistance. So you can see here, this is bonds on a 30-minute price chart, and came down and you hit support once, twice, 3 times. So we pivoted off of it 3 different times over the night session, and then first thing this morning we came in, broke through, and triggered that support break. And then one of the things I talk about in the trading room and with the traders I work with is you want to manage your trades in a way that you allow it to run if it's going to run, and you capitalize as much as you possibly can on the move that the market has, but at the same time you protect yourself. So one way of doing that is trailing stops, and one of the ways we manage a trailing stop on a 30-minute breakout is you'll take half profit at a 1-to-1 or 2-to-1 reward risk ratio trailed, and then you take your second half and you do, if it's a 30-minute setup like this, you trail it by the previous 30-minute bars high, just above the previous 30-minute bars high. And that way, as long as it continues to run like we did in bonds today, you'll stay in it. So instead of getting out all the way up here when we hit our first target, which is at 52 and 9/30 seconds, right around here, instead of getting out there, if you just manage your stop by trailing it behind each price bar's high, you stayed in it, and now you have locked in an additional 10 or 12 ticks to the downside in your direction. So great way of managing your trade. And again, you can't predict where the market's going to go or exactly how far it's going to go, or that it's going to move a certain distance and stop and turn around. But what we can do is we can say, hey, we're going to manage it in a way that allows it to run if it's going to run, and then gets us out if it stops. So great job to everybody who took the short today in bonds. Worked out really well, or the long in the bub spread, because that's a directional trade. But that worked out excellent. I hope everyone has a great Merry Christmas. I will see you all in the trading room bright and early tomorrow morning. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. And until next time, happy trading, everybody.